Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
How was the weekend?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good. Enjoyed the Sundays, Saturdays?
No, sir.
No, sir. Who is this Amrita S. Surendran?
Sir, it's me, sir. Aditya, yes. My
Okay. Ashwin, move it, Toba. Anand, Arjun, CK, Ajmin. Okay, great. Any doubts in last class? Any doubt in last class? Last class, what was taken?
So nuclear power plants, thermal power plants.
What is that?
Nuclear power, thermal power, doctrine of lapse, subsidiary alliance settlements.
Parliament, CAG.
Yeah, tell me, Anirudh. Tell me, 5 nuclear power plant, can you tell me?
Gorakhpur, Kodankulam.
Where is Gorakhpur?
Haryana, sir.
Okay.
Kodankulam in Tamil Nadu.
Kudangulam in Tamil Nadu, okay.
Kovada in Andhra Pradesh.
Vada in Andhra Pradesh, okay. Great.
Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu.
Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu. Okay, where is Kaiga?
Kaiga in Karnataka, sir.
1 minute. Only one person will answer at a time. Kaiga is in?
Karnataka, sir.
Karnataka. Yeah. Tell me, Arjun CK. Tell me 5 thermal power plant in India.
Neyveli.
Okay. Where is it, Neyveli?
In Tamil Nadu.
Neyveli is in Tamil Nadu. And it is famous for lignite. Others write down if you're not noted. It's a lignite coal. It's not a proper coal. little downgraded coal. It is known as lignite. Lignite. It is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, go ahead.
Ramagundam,
Ramagundam. Where is Ramagundam?
Telangana.
Okay, Telangana.
Dadri,
Dadri.
Dadri, Uttar
Uttar
Pradesh.
Pradesh. Okay.
Kota in Rajasthan.
Kota in Rajasthan.
Talcher. Odisha.
Odisha. Very good. Very good. Yeah, tell me, Sehansha, what is the article for CAG? Sehansha Hasim. Hasim, yeah. What is the article for CAG? Ashwadev? Pranav P. Nair? Ashwin J? Ashwin Nair?
Article 148, sir.
Very good. Article 148. Okay. How many CAG is there in India?
Only one.
One CAG. Okay. Very good. Okay. How long he can be in office?
6 years or up to 65 years of his age.
Very good. Very good. How can he be removed from the office?
Just like a judge from Supreme Court.
Fantastic. Okay. So reading. Okay. So others are not able to answer. Sometimes it may be because you are shy or you are not able to reconnect. But when you start reading it, when you start reading the notes, definitely you can answer. Okay. Tell me, Dion, what is who is appointing the CAG? Who is appointing?
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Who is that, sir?
It's me, Pranav, sir.
Pranav, tell me.
You were asking something to me, right?
That you didn't answer, no. I went to next person. Yeah, tell me, Dion. Who is appointing CAG?
Actually, I was not in the class. Last
Okay,
class.
Umesh, tell me, who is appointing CAG? See, whenever a new information is coming, others have to note it down. Okay, if you didn't listen to it, ask me, sir, I didn't listen. What was that information? So
Sir, can you tell me about CAG? What's that CAG thing?
Who is
CAG,
that?
CAG. Dion.
Dion, what do you want? Tell me.
Sir, CAG, I don't know about that.
CAG, okay, write down. CAG is a Comptroller and Auditor General. Okay, he is an auditor of India. He is appointed by the President. Okay, and he holds office for 6-year term or 6 years of age. Okay, whichever is earlier. 6 years of 6 years of age or 6 years of term or 6 years of age, whichever is alien, he has to after that he'll be not there in office. Write down
65 years.
65 days.
65.
Not eligible for, yes sir, 65 only, not eligible for reappointment. Write down he is not eligible for reappointment. He is not eligible for reappointment. Sehansha, why are you not writing this? Sehansha Hashim, why are you not writing, sir? Not eligible for reappointment. Okay, he can be removed in the same manner. Removal is in same manner. Same manner. Okay, same manner. Somebody said he's removed by the CAG. That is not correct. Okay, he will be removed same manner as a judge of a Supreme Court. Judge of a Supreme Court. Hello? Yes, madam. Okay, so this is about CAG. It is mentioned in Article 148. So it is a constitutional body. Okay, that means it is mentioned in the Constitution of India. It is mentioned in the Constitution of India. It is mentioned in the Constitution of India. Understood? Okay. So these are things you know about, and there is only one auditor for the entire India, for the state as well as for the center. Only one auditor is there. Clear? Okay. And he is a custodian. Why don't he's a see from this what is there in the board now? From this one question is going to come, and you're going to blink that. Custodian. Okay, he's a custodian of public purse. Okay, that means he takes care of the public money, the people's money. Okay.
Sir,
Criticism is there. Listen, first listen. Okay, criticism is there. Criticism is there. He is only doing a post-mortem report. Okay, that means he cannot stop post-mortem report. That means only he will come in when the expenditure has already happened. Only when the government has spent the money, only then he is coming. Okay. So he is not able to stop any. He is not able to stop any expenditure. He only comes when the expenditure has already happened, right? He will come inside only when the expenditure has already happened. Yeah, tell me who has called me now.
sir, Umesh.
Tell me, Umesh.
Sir, what is the next point below removal in the same manner?
I didn't understand the question. What is that?
Sir, what is the next point below removal in the same manner?
Article 148.
Removal in the same manner as a judge of a Supreme Court.
Thank you, sir.
Same manner as a judge of a Supreme Court. Okay, he can be removed as the same manner. What is that manner? We'll discuss later. Okay, as if now you understand, he is removed by the same manner as a judge of a Supreme Court.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what else was taken on the other day?
Sir, Zamindari, Mahalwari, right?
Mahalwari, right? Yeah. Yeah. Please write down quickly. Hello? Yeah, who introduced Zamindari system?
Sir, Lord Cornwallis.
Huh?
Cornwallis, sir.
Lord Cornwallis, sir.
Cornwallis, okay. Cornwallis, where it was introduced?
At Bengal.
Sir.
Bengal. It was introduced in Bengal. Okay. Yeah, tell me, Anas. Okay. Who introduced Rayatwari system?
Sir, Munro.
Munro.
Munbo.
Where it was
Munbo.
Munbo. Munro. M-U-N-O. Munro. R-O.
Yes, sir.
In Madras.
Yes, ma'am. Madras.
Yeah. Who introduced Vinayak? Who introduced this one? Mahalwari. And where?
Mackenzie. Hall
Hall Mackenzie. Where it was introduced?
That I don't know, sir.
Anybody else can tell me?
Uttar Pradesh, sir.
All of you enable the video. It was introduced in
Uttar Pradesh.
It was introduced in UP. Mahalwari. Okay. And Rayatwari was introduced in Madras.
Madras. By Munro.
Bengal. Okay, all these are revenue system. Clear? Okay. What else was taken then?
Doctrine of Labs and Subsidiary Lines.
Okay, Doctrine of Labs and Subsidiary Alliance. Okay. Yeah, tell me. Who will tell me? Any volunteers? Yes, Shreyas, tell me, Shreyas. What is Subsidiary Alliance?
Subsidiary alliance means British will protect our country indirectly.
Correct. The first person to sign the Doctrine of Labs, Subsidiary Alliance.
Allahabad.
Hyderabad. First person to sign this one.
So can you repeat the point because I was not there.
Subsidiary alliance. It is known as subsidiary alliance. Subsidiary alliance. Okay. Subsidiary alliance. Okay. Jeffrey, who introduced this? Jeffrey is not there. Jeffrey, are there or not? Okay, tell me, Akku Vivek, who introduced this? Anybody otherwise?
Wellesley.
Wellesley. Okay, Wellesley. Very good. Wellesley. Okay, write down. Wellesley introduced this. Okay, Hyderabad was the first to sign this. Okay, Hyderabad was the first to sign this. Okay.
In 1793.
1793. Okay. Okay, under this, what happens is the Indian kingdom will be taken over by the British, but they will not openly say that they are taking over. What they'll say that we are protecting you against another kingdom, and they will take over it. Okay, but ultimately it will be under the British only. So it is another form of Doctrine of Lapse. Okay, Atul, did you apply? Apply no properly?
Yes, I applied.
What is it? Anybody has to apply here, not applied sitting here simply? Like that? What happened, Jeffrey? You were there somewhere. I called you several times.
No, sir, I was having connectivity issues, so that's why at that time only.
Yeah. Tell me, Atul. Yeah. Who introduced Doctrine of Lapse?
Doctrine of Lapse, right?
Doctrine of Lapse was introduced by Dalhousie. Write down Dalhousie. Introduced this. Others write down. Doctrine of Lapse was introduced by Dalhousie, under which many kingdom saying that they did not have a male child. Tell me.
Dalhousie.
Dalhousie. Dalhousie. This is what crashing of the class. Okay, look at this. Okay, Dalhousie. Dalhousie. He was the viceroy. Okay, in 1853. Okay, and 1856 he is removed. He is no more. After Dalhousie, the process Canning. All of you, please mute yourself. Canning And during his period, during the period of Canning, we have revolt of 1857. Write down revolt of 1857 happens during the period of Canning. Okay, but the reason for that is the doctrine of lapse introduced by Dalhousie. Doctrine of lapse. Okay, doctrine of lapse introduced by Dalhousie.
What is Canning?
Canning was the next person, next viceroy, next governor general after Dalhousie. Okay.
Okay.
And during his period only, the revolt of 1850, Sepoy Mutiny, you might have heard about in your schools, Sepoy Mutiny, that happens during his period. Anybody's from Panambali Nagar? I think it is in hotspot now. Lockdown complete. Huh? Is it Jeffrey? True?
Yes, sir.
Okay, triple lockdown. No, it's normal.
Full, sir. Everything is closed over here, sir. Nothing open.
Mostly people are saying that. Anybody from Trivandrum? Trivandrum, they're saying triple lockdown. Anybody? No?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and somebody saying that Ernakulam will be there. I don't know, lockdown, what does it happen? Yeah, so write down doctrine of lapse was introduced by Dalhousie, which says that if a kingdom does not have a legal heir, when I say legal heir means legal waris in Tamil, that means hereditary. Okay. Okay. So son is regarded to be the next this one. If he is not there, then that kingdom will be taken over. Like this, they have taken over many kingdoms. Okay. Madam, they have taken over many kingdoms. Okay. Some of them are Satara, Satara, Satara. Christopher, tell me. Okay, Satara they have taken over. Then they have taken over Shambalpur. Okay, Satara, Satara, Satara. Okay, Shambalpur. Okay, of course, Jhansi was also taken over. Okay, Jhansi is also taken over by them. Jhansi is taken by them. That is where Rani Ki Jhansi and this Lakshmi Bai comes into picture. But
Sir, is Nagpur taken over by doctrine of lapse?
Yes, doctrine of lapse. Nagpur also.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. One kingdom. I want to know who can tell me. Pranav, can you tell me one kingdom was taken over by not using? Those who are not with the video, what is the problem? Tell me, Pranav, what is the kingdom which was taken over without using this doctrine? They used something else also for this.
So actually, I was not there in this class, sir.
Anybody else?
Jambalpur.
Tell me, Jim, tell me.
Sir, Awadh was taken by misgovernance.
See, I will give you chance here. All of you keep quiet. Okay. Otherwise, everybody speaking will not able to say. Okay. Okay, so tell me. Okay, Awadh is a present Uttar Pradesh. In this, what happened? The kingdom was taken over by using the word misgovernance or maladministration. Okay. Okay, now let us go to the today's session. Yeah, this question, did we complete all the questions? Anything is pending? Yeah, question number 147. Please send me the answer. 147. Question number 147. Yeah, quick. Malabar exercise, right? Malabar exercise happens off the coast of Malabar. It is a naval exercise. It is a naval exercise. Listen to the question and answer properly. Again, don't simply jump into answering. Okay. Listen to the question. Look for those keywords. The keywords like which is not participating. Okay, they're asking which is not participating.
Sir, Malabar exercise means naval.
Wait a minute. Okay, listen, wait a minute. Yeah, listen to the question. Okay, it is asking which of the did not participate in the exercise. Okay. Malabar exercise, which is not talking about. So Malabar, it is in Kerala coast. Okay, so it is a naval exercise. Okay, naval exercise. Okay, it was started in 1997. It was started in 1997 between India and USA. Okay, so definitely USA is there inside. Okay, India and USA. Okay, so USA is definitely there. Okay, now so India and USA is there, means answer should be B or D. Okay, so in this, okay, what is the answer? Okay,
D, sir. D.
In this, Japan also started participating recently, right? Recently, Japan also started participating. Okay, Australia is one which is not taking part now. Okay, it will take part later. Okay, in fact, they are trying to become a part of. Their ambition is to get into the naval exercise of Malabar, and thereby I'm using one new word. Write down QUAD, Quad. So there's a new forum. Like, have you heard about SARC? Like this, Quad is coming. Okay, quadrilateral strategic dialogue. Okay, it's a quadrilateral strategic dialogue. Okay. This is Quad, 4 countries. These are the 4 countries. So they may ask, which are the 4 countries not part of Quad? Which are the 4 countries which are part of Quad? Okay, these are the 4 countries: India, USA, Japan, okay, Australia. These are known as Quad. Quadrilateral, you know, right? 4 corners. Okay, square is a quadrilateral. Okay, that is it. 4 countries coming together for strategic dialogue. Okay, so as if now Australia did not become part of this, but it will little later it will become. Okay, so originally Malabar is a exercise, okay, between India and USA.
Excuse me, sir. When was this exercise started, sir?
1997.
Oh, thank you, sir.
So can you please give the full form of Quad?
Sorry?
Full form of Quad.
Quad is quadrilateral. Did I say 1997? Please correct this. I'm just checking. It is 1992. All of you? Okay, I'm wrong. Please check it. 1992, not 1997. 1992. Okay, Quad is quadrilateral dialogue, strategic dialogue. Quadrilateral strategic dialogue. Quadrilateral strategic dialogue. 4 countries are there. Clear? Okay, so how many fans are there? Let me see. All of you keep yourself muted. Okay, I won 147. Ashwin Iyer is giving 148 answer. Okay, 146. Okay, 146 has changed now. Okay, that means last month it has changed. Okay, 2017 they are asking. Okay, as per the policy, foreign direct investment in the defense sector. What is the current? What is the current? Anybody can give me the answer. Right, as of now, 74%. Okay, 74%. foreign investment is allowed in the defense sector. Okay, 74% is allowed in the defense sector. Clear. So defense related news, these are the example. Okay. Okay, defense technology and trade initiative. Okay, is question number 145. Try to answer 145. Okay, defense technology and trade initiative. It's a forum for dialogue on defense partnership between India and only one person is answering. Okay, do not search for the answers and give me the answer. Okay. Okay. Anyway, that is also okay. That is also you guys are learning. No? Okay. Okay. The answer is B, United States of America. Okay, United States of America, DTTI. Okay, DTTI. Okay. Now, based upon this, I'll introduce one current affairs. Okay, write down MSLA. 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 Have you heard about this word? MSLA. See, I'm taking this current affairs on daily basis, editorial on daily basis, basically for the civil service aspirants. If you guys also want, you can participate in that. Okay, it will give you a lot of exposure to the current affairs. For half an hour, if you can spend.
Sir, in the YouTube, sir. YouTube, you are putting this.
It's not MSLA, MLSA. It is, sorry, MLS. It is through the Zoom only. Link is different. It's for other people. Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell, if anybody is interested, let me. It happens thrice in a day. Morning 5 a.m. Okay, don't ask me, sir, midnight. Okay, but this is how my first class starts. Then 11:30 a.m. Then again 7 p.m. These are happening. Okay, in between, you guys, your class is there. So just get in. Okay, it may be difficult to start with, but once you start reading editorial, SSB will be very easy. SSB will be very easy. At least 5 questions you can answer from the current affairs for the India also. Okay. So this is on daily basis. I'll share today's editorial. Today, did anybody read the Hindu newspaper today? Anyone? Almost everybody is buying. I know that, isn't it? Anybody who's not buying it? Sir, we don't buy newspaper. We don't buy Hindu newspaper. Anirudh,
Sir, I'm not buying Hindu newspaper.
Huh?
I'm not buying Hindu newspaper. I'm buying
Who is that? Only voice is coming. Who is that?
Miss Pranav. Sir Pranav.
Pranav, what happened to your video? Huh?
Sir, I'm using my tab, so I don't have my my camera is not working.
Not working. Huh? Okay. Fine. So reading newspaper half an hour is better. Okay. So that's in fact. See, I'm preparing for this exam, so newspaper is not required. It is your personality, reading newspaper on daily basis. Today, 2 articles are there. One is about the Italian Marines. Have you heard about Italian Marines? It was a very big story. I don't know whether you were in LKG at this time, 8 years back. Okay, 8 years back when you were in 3rd standard, probably. 2012. Okay. This happened that they killed Indian fishermen. They killed Indian fishermen and in the coast of Kerala, and they were brought to Kochi and they were investigated by the Supreme Court of India. Okay. Now, presently, that means day for 3rd July, write down 3rd July, the verdict from the International Court of Treaties on the Sea. International Court of Treaties on the Sea. They said India cannot investigate Italian marines. India cannot investigate Italian marines in Indian soil. However, Italy will investigate in their soil. So investigation will happen only in the Italy now. It will not happen in Italy, India. So question can come like the ship, they may ask you which ship was there in which. What happened basically, they came here and they were having a commercial ship was there, and they mistook the Indian fishermen as a pirates and they killed, shot. Okay, so this is that editorial. Look at this. Are you able to see? Okay, the name of the ship is this one. Are you able to see that? Christopher has joined. This is the name of the Italian ship which hit, in which two people were there. One is this guy. The names are not important. Okay. They killed Indian two fishermen, Ajish Pink and Valentin Gelastin. These people are killed. Now, what we are the tribunal saying that international tribunal, they will be tried in the Italy, not in India. Okay. So they may ask you what is Vienna Convention, right? Right on this word.
What was the verdict by the international court?
Yeah, verdict says that the accused will be investigated in the Italian soil, Italian court, not in Indian court. The verdict is these people will be investigated. Christopher is there inside the class.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Could you please explain that once more?
Yeah. What is to be explained? It is simple thing. I'm saying that the people who have been guilty of this, no, killing the Indian fisherman, Italian paramilitary forces, okay, and coast guard kind of thing. They killed the Indian fishermen in the coast of Kerala, mistakenly as thinking as pirates. Okay. So we arrested them. And was going on, trial was going on India. And one fine morning they said, sir, Christmas is coming. We want to celebrate Christmas. We'll go for the Christmas and very next flight we'll come back. That never happened. So these people went to their home. Okay. Then the case was taken to the international court. And now verdict is this fisherman will be investigated in the Italian court, not in Indian court. That is the verdict. So in this regard, they may ask you what is the Vienna Convention. Okay, copy down this. Are you able to see? The editorial is seen in the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, copy down this word Vienna Convention. V-I-E-N-N-A. Vienna Convention. This convention gives diplomatic immunity. Okay, diplomatic immunity. Diplomatic immunity. Diplomatic immunity. That means, for example, suppose you are an ambassador to Saudi Arabia, okay, and you do some mistake or crime, you will not be arrested. You will not be arrested by the Saudi Arabia. Rather, you will be sent to India because you got a diplomatic immunity. You cannot be arrested. This is coming from a concept like you cannot shoot the messenger. Okay, the messenger is just bringing the information, so he has got a without fear and fear he has to work. Okay. So diplomatic immunity is available to the heads of the state, prime minister, president. Okay. So if the Trump is doing any mistake in India, if he is in India and he's killing somebody, he will not be arrested. He will be sent back to his country. Only in that country he will be investigated. That is known as diplomatic immunity. Okay. Diplomatic immunity. It is available for heads of the state, prime minister, president, ambassadors. These are available. Christopher, you are there in the class? I'm not able to listen to you. Remove your headset and speak. Okay, so this Vienna Convention, it was signed in 1961. India is a party of this. 1961, it was signed.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
we signed in 1961.
Speak loudly.
Sir, India signed it in 1961.
This is a treaty which came in 1961, which came into force in 1961. India is also party of it.
Okay.
Okay. So I was actually telling you the concept of MLSA. Okay, write down MLSA. Okay, so I see this is like you can actually map it. Like something is asked like this. So recently, current affairs based question they can ask you is what is MLSA? MLSA. Okay, Mutual Logistic Support Agreement. Okay, Mutual Logistic Support Agreement. MLSA. It was signed between India and Australia. Okay, recently means it was signed in the month of June only. MLSA.
So signed between
Mutual Logistic Support Agreement. Mutual Logistic Support Agreement. It was signed between India and Australia through a virtual meeting. Okay, in fact, the Australian Prime Minister was supposed to come to India. Okay, but because of COVID, he could not come. Okay, and so it's a virtual meeting between Narendra Modi and the Prime Minister of Australia. So it was signed between India and Australia. See, if you properly listen, I will explain at least 5 times. I'll explain one concept. So if you don't understand after that, also you will ask me. Okay, MLSA. Okay, mutual logistic. Okay, logistic. Okay, what is that? Support agreement. Okay, agreement. Okay, it was signed between India and Australia through a virtual meeting in the month of June 2020. Okay, so they may ask you like this: what are this one? Okay, and this is not the first time we are doing it. It is being signed by. We already have this with USA. Okay, we already have this with Russia and all. We are having this. Okay, similar agreement, not necessarily the name MLSA. When the word MLSA is coming, that is only with Australia. Clear? Any doubts? No?
No, sir.
Okay, great.
So excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what does this MLSA do, sir? Like, what is it there for?
Okay, if you want to attack New Zealand from here and you have fuel your aircraft and you're going, okay, and in between there is a fuel is needed. Yeah, of course, mid-air fuel is not there available, but you can use the logistics of Australia. You can land there and you can get all the logistics support there, including petrol, diesel, whatever you want, or food, accommodation, everything. Okay, then you can again go. So it is basically a sharing of logistics for mutual benefit. They can also, if they want to attack Pakistan, something, we'll provide them base also possible.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and but all these are just for namesake. In the sense, visual basically, it is not going to happen really. But that actually the real meaning is this one. You can share the logistics. You can share each other's logistics. Hello. Good morning. At least one thing is there where it is only boys are allowed. Okay. At least one call I get on daily basis. Sir, my daughter wants to join NDA. Sir, I want to join NDA. I'm girl. Arey, leave yaar, chodo yaar. We are boys. Leave us alone. Okay. So at least one thing is in the world where it is only boys are allowed. Okay. So whatever happens as if now, okay, girls are not there in the India, only for boys. Okay, but now I got another call saying that. No. Okay, guys. So that is MLSA. So like this, I was telling you that if you guys are interested, you can just crash into the classes. Just inform me. I'll share the link. That link is different. This link is only for the Indie people. So other link is for other people. Okay. So get in. To start with, maybe a tough thing, but definitely a lot of information you'll get. Be very useful for your debate purpose. When you debate purpose, no, people need content. Okay. For example, there is another editorial on migrant workers in India. Yeah, can you tell me what is the problem with the migrant workers in India? Just raise your hand. I'll allow you to speak. What are the migrant workers' problem? What happened, Christopher? I'm not able to hear what you are asking. Are you able to hear me?
Sir, I can hear you.
Okay, great. And I can also hear you. Yeah, tell me, what are the problems of migrant workers in India? See, the lockdown failure is why the lockdown failed in India. Lockdown is failure, right? That almost everybody has to agree. The reason is the migrant workers cannot be stopped. Rather than stopping, they cannot be managed properly. Okay, we cannot give them food and accommodation. We cannot hold them properly. Okay, so a lot of articles came, but today's article was very important. It said that they are not able to vote. Okay. Okay. They are not able to vote. So because they are not able to vote, for example, in fact, my case is also like I'm from Tamil Nadu, 2007 came and settled in Kerala. Okay, my voter ID belongs to Tamil Nadu. So I cannot vote in here also, I cannot vote in Tamil Nadu also. Okay. So like this is a one example case. Like this, n number of migrants have migrated. He wants my mobile, and for this he is doing n number of things. So migrant workers cannot vote either place. So that means because they are not able to vote, they are not able to put a pressure on the government. Okay, so that is one point. So like this, lot of information you'll get when you have editorial reading. Okay, go ahead.
So the link for that class will be sent in.
Yeah, I'll share. Okay, send me a message. I'll share. Yeah, question number 140. Anyone to answer? 140. This 26th November is mentioned in one part of the 26th November 1914 is mentioned in the preamble. Write down that it is mentioned in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. Preamble of the
26th number.
26th November. Are you able to see the board? Are you able to see the board?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is mentioned. I am underlining. Hello? Okay. So this is mentioned in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. Preamble of the Indian Constitution. Okay. So on that day, what are the provisions came into being? Okay. Elections, citizenship, emergency provisions, appointments. Who can answer this question? Okay. See, what is the thing is when Indian Constitution was made, we implemented some of the provisions immediately, and the full Constitution came into force only on the 26th January 1950. That is the India become republic. Okay, write down 26th January 1950. All the provision of the Constitution of India came into force, But 26th November 1949, some of the provisions have come into effect. Okay. So they're asking on this day, what are the provisions came into effect? No idea. Quick. Okay, citizenship was definitely there. Okay, citizenship was definitely there. Okay, so A cannot be the answer.
A is not the answer.
Yeah, A cannot be the answer because A only election is given.
Okay.
Apply. Not necessary that you should always know the answer. Okay. Okay, appointment judges also came into being. Okay. So answer should be D. Anybody got D? Okay. D is the answer.
Okay.
D is the answer. Yeah, question number 139. Question number 113. See, all the points which I'm giving should be there in your notebook. Okay. And you have to revise it properly.
Sir, the appointment of
judges. Appointment of judges. Okay, if you want, I'll explain that. Write down heading called appointment of judges. Okay. Both Supreme Court as well as High Court judges are appointed by the President only. Okay, both Supreme Court as well as High Court judges are appointed by the President only. Okay, very important. Underline the word High Court. Okay, most of the thing you will think that High Court means we'll go for governor. No. Okay, High Court judges as well as Supreme Court judges both are appointed by the President on the recommendation of the Collegium. 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 Collegium means a group of judges. Okay, which consists of Chief Justice of India and other judges. So 4 judges will be there. Other judges. So they will recommend. The Collegium will recommend to the President to whom to be appointed as a judge of a Supreme Court or judge of a High Court. Okay. Collegium. Collegium is a group of judges. They will recommend to the President, and the recommendation is binding on the President. Very clear, right? It is binding. He cannot ignore it. He has to follow it. Right now, the recommendation is binding on the President. The recommendation is binding on the President. He has to follow it. He has to follow it. Understood? The collegiate system. Okay, he has to follow it. Okay. So Supreme Court judges, okay, High Court judges, all these people have different eligibility. I'll tell you the eligibility of Supreme Court judges, High Court judges. Supreme Court judges, okay, 5 years as a judge of any High Court, or 10 years as advocate of High Court. Okay. 5 years he is a judge of any High Court, or 10 years as advocate of High Court. Here 10-10 rule, 10 years as an advocate in the High Court, or 10 years as a judicial office. Something he has, and tribal, some other judicial office he had. So either this 10 years or the 10 years he'll be appointed. Okay, write down the eligibility. Eligibility is 5 years as a judge of a high court or 10 years as an advocate in high court. For the Supreme Court, for the High Court, 10 years as an advocate in High Court or 10 years in a judicial office. Also written very clearly, no minimum age is given. No minimum age is given for both here also. No minimum age. Okay, this is something questions will come because these are something tricky areas. No minimum age. Okay, but there are certain cases where the age is given. If you want to become a governor, how old should be? You should be governor. What is the minimum age? See, you people have to answer. Yeah. The other day I'm asking anybody come and say thanks to sir, and nobody's coming forward. What is this?
35.
35. Who is that?
Vivek, sir.
Very good. 35 years. 35 years is for governor and for the president also. So minimum age is given there as well. But in case of here, judges, there is no any minimum age is given. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, how long they can be in office? Okay, in the case of CAG, what we have seen, how long he can be in office? 6 years or 60 years, right? Here, Supreme Court only 65 years of age. That 6 year is not there. How we done that? In case of Supreme Court, only 65 years of age is there. 65 years of age is there. Okay, there is no minimum number of term. Likewise, for High Court, 62 years of age. 62 years of age.
Sir, one doubt.
Yes, sir.
Is there any qualification for to become a Supreme Court, High Court justice? Just High Court advocate?
High Court advocate, if you're in +2, you have to write a CLAT. Then you can do a law in any of the Indian universities. Then you are enrolled in a bar council. Okay. Then you can practice in High Court or lower court. You can do. You have to join as a junior to somebody as an assistant. Then you become a lawyer. Okay. So once you have got 10 years of experience as a lawyer, then you will be eligible for appointing as a judge. Who is asking that question, by the way? Whose question was that?
Vivek, sir.
Vivek. Okay, so CLAT, have you anybody applied for CLAT? I think date is over.
No, sir.
No. Applied. Okay. A lot of options are there. Okay. IIT JEE, anybody has applied? The dates are, I think, postponed. NEET exams. I don't. They keep on postponing. Sometimes I'm thinking that the ND will happen on September 6th also is possible. But don't be complacency. Means prepare properly. Okay. See, thing is no other way. No, people are saying that August 15 vaccine is coming. Modi ji ne keh diya. Modi hai mumkin hai. August 15 vaccine is coming for coronavirus. How many of you are aware of it? ICMR has said. Okay. But there is a lot of criticism coming whether this date is feasible. August 15, Independence Day, from the Red Fort, Modi can announce the vaccine. Okay, possible. Okay, guys. So that is about the appointment of judges. Removal. Write down heading called removal of judges. Removal of judges. Both for Supreme Court as well as High Court, the process is same. Both for removal of Supreme Court judges as well as High Court judges, the removal procedure is same. Removal procedure is same. Okay. The removal proposal can be introduced in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. Write down the removal proposal can be introduced in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. Okay, if it is introduced in Lok
Sir, can you tell it once more?
What?
The removal process.
What did I say? I didn't say
Can you tell it once?
What did you miss?
About something about Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha.
Okay, the removal proposal, the bill, or you can say the proposal for removal, you can bring it in Lok Sabha or you can bring it in Rajya Sabha. Okay.
Okay.
Parliament, we have got two houses, right? Lok Sabha is there, Rajya Sabha is there, right? So if you want to, you can bring in Lok Sabha also, you can bring it in Rajya Sabha also possible. Okay, so that is why I'm saying the proposal for the removal can be brought into Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. If it is in Lok Sabha, 100 member has to support this bill. Okay, 100 member has to support the bill for its introduction itself. Right down, the 100 member has to support the bill for its introduction. Then only it will be introduced in the House. Okay, in the Rajya Sabha, if it is introduced, 50 member has to support this bill. Copy down very clearly.
So excuse me, sir, a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, this bill, which has to be like passed in both houses, sir, or one or either of the houses.
I'm coming to it. Now I'm just introducing it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now Lok Sabha also it can be introduced. Rajya Sabha also can be introduced. Now, who is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha?
The Speaker.
Speaker. Yeah. So Speaker, and who is the presiding officer of the Rajya Sabha? Chairman. Okay. So they have a power whether to accept or reject it. Write down the presiding officer of the respective house can accept or reject. Presiding officer of the respective house can accept or reject the proposal. The examples are there. Okay. Who is the Chief Justice of India now? The person who came in, Hadley Davidson. No idea. Okay, I cannot pronounce his name. His name is some Bonda something. Masalwada Bonda. Okay. Contempt of court will come against you. Don't tell anybody. Some Bob Day or something. Before him, one person was there, and before him, there was another person called Deepak Mishra. Write down the name Deepak Mishra. So Deepak Mishra, there was an allegation that he is pro-government. So the Congress party brought an removal proposal. It was introduced in Rajya Sabha. But who is the Vice President of India?
The Chairman, sir.
Who is the Vice President? Whose name?
Venkaiah Naidu.
Venkaiah Naidu. Okay. So he rejected it. So we have an incident happened in India. Write down. Deepak Mishra was the Chief Justice of India. Deepak Mishra, and they wanted to remove him. Congress brought the proposal in Rajya Sabha, but the Vice President, that is Chairman of Rajya Sabha, rejected. Ashri, he can accept or he can reject it. Possible. He can accept it or he can reject it. Possible. So it has happened already. Okay. So as if now what we know, okay, how the removal of judges of Supreme Court or High Court is done, you have to bring a bill in the Parliament. So only Parliament can initiate the process of removal. It can be introduced in Lok Sabha or it can be introduced in Rajya Sabha. It can be introduced in Lok Sabha or it can be introduced in Rajya Sabha. If it is introduced in Lok Sabha, then you need support of 100 members of the Lok Sabha to support the bill.
So,
100 members of the quick, tell me.
So even if 100 people, like if they support them and speaker just
reject it, possible.
Okay.
To bring it to the house, inside the main gate itself, you need 100 people supporting it. And when you are bringing inside the gate and you are presenting to the speaker, then the speaker will reject it. Possible. Okay. After introduction only, it is going to the presiding officer. Clear, guys? So it can be accepted or rejected. Possible. Once it is accepted, write down. Once it is accepted, a 3-member committee. A 3-member committee is created for investigation. What is the investigation? The investigation is proved misbehavior. Write down this word, proved misbehavior. Okay. Proved misbehavior. That means they have done some corruption, they have done something guilty. Okay. So that guilty or that accusation has to be proved by a 3-member committee. Most of them are judges. They have to investigate this and they have to prove that yes, they have proved misbehavior. This word is the important word. This word is the basis in which they can be removed. Yeah, who was that? Tell me.
Sir, once accepted is something like that, right? Once accepted, you said something like that, right? So can you just finish that line?
Okay. After that, I'm saying once accepted, a 3-member committee. A 3-member committee will be created for investigation. Once accepted, a 3-member committee will be created for investigation. Okay. This 3-member committee has to prove, yes, they have misbehaved, proved misbehavior. Only then the proceeding can proceed. I'm saying if he can reject is the end of the bill. That means he cannot be removed. That is over. But if it is accepted, after that some procedures are there. A 3-member committee will be set up to investigate the charges, and there will be a they have to prove this. Yes, these people have done some corruption, something. Only then the proceeding will go to the next stage. Clear? Any doubt here? Okay. After that, voting happens. After this, voting happens. Okay. The voting is done through a special majority. Okay. It's not a simple majority, it's a special majority. You need a special majority. And individually in each houses. Special majority individually in each house. Joint sitting is not possible. Joint sitting means what? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will sit together and they will pass the bill. Okay, that is not allowed in the removal of the judges. Okay. So once it is accepted, a 3-member committee will be created. 3-member committee will have to prove yes, then only they can proceed to the next stage. If the 3-member committee is saying no, he has not done anything wrong, then he cannot be removed. Okay. Then if it is proved, then they go for voting. What kind of majority is required? Special majority is required. Special majority is required. Then it has to be passed in each house individually. No joint sitting. Joint sitting is not allowed. Is that clear? I can ask
Yes,
anyone to repeat it. So you have to be alert. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, once it is passed by both the houses, it is sent to the president, and president will sign the dismissal order. Okay, dismissal order will be signed by the president. Dismissal order will be signed by the. Okay, there's a coup attempt happening around me. Okay, some commandos are there. Okay, you guys, it is being recorded. Okay. Yes. Okay. So the procedure is going like first is the removal is introduced in Lok Sabha is possible, or it is introduced in the Rajya Sabha is also possible. Okay. What happens? You are showing one cartoon. In the Lok Sabha, 100 people have to accept it, or you can say they have to say that, approve it, or they have to sign it. Yes, we are part of this removal. Only then it will be introduced. If it is Rajya Sabha, how many members required? How many? 50 members is required in the Rajya Sabha. Okay. Even then, after it is coming, then the presiding officer has a choice to accept it or reject it. Okay. Vinayak, can you give me an example where when it was rejected by anybody?
What, sir?
Yeah. Any cases there where the presiding officer has rejected the removal proposal?
Deepak Mishra.
Deepak Mishra. He was the Chief Justice of India, against which Congress government came. Congress party came with the 50 member support also. They got it. Okay. Even though they know, I think they have 50 around. Okay. And they brought it, but then Venkaiah Naidu rejected it. Okay. But if accepted Arjun CK, if accepted, what happens next?
If it happens, 3-member committee will be gathered.
Yeah, 3-member committee has to prove it. Yes, they have done something wrong. Clear? Yeah, Joel, if they say yes, they have done something wrong, after that what happens?
It will approve for the. It will approve and it will go to the president, Lok Sabha and Lok Sabha. Sir, the
After that
3-member
voting
committee will
happens.
investigate.
After that voting happens. Voting. Only after that voting. Straight away voting.
It will approve
What kind
and
of majority is
voting
required?
system for the
Christopher, what kind of majority is required for voting?
Supreme majority. Special majority.
Huh? Anybody?
Special majority. Sir.
Special majority. Okay, special majority. Special majority is required. And if it is passed by both the houses, okay, both the houses individually, no joint sitting is possible. Joint sitting is not possible. Okay, it has to be passed by special majority in each of the house. Then it goes to president. President will sign the dismissal order. Okay. Yeah. Any guess how many judges has been removed in India so far? None. Okay, write down. So far, none of the judges, either from the High Court or the Supreme Court, have been removed, even though some of the attempts have been done. One of the first attempt was Ramasamy. Okay. Okay. Ramasamy attempt was there, but that I think Rajya Sabha rejected it. In one case, the judge resigned before he's being removed. Okay. So as of now, no judge has been removed by this process. Okay. Now you remember CAG under Article 148, he has to be removed in the same manner as the judge of the Supreme Court. So this is that manner. This is the manner in which the judges will be removed for Supreme Court as well as High Court, and also CAG will be removed. Clear? Advait Krishna, can you tell me how long a judge of Supreme Court can be in office?
Sir, 65 years of age.
65 years of age, or how many years he'll be in office?
6 years.
6 years. 6 years or 65 years. No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Tell me, Dion, what is correct?
Only 65 years.
Only 65 years of age only. There is no 6 years of. Okay, so you should be very assertive in your knowledge. Okay, what you heard is correct. Okay, when I'm asking you to pressurize you to, then you are succumbing to that pressure and you're saying 6 years. Only 65 years of age for the Supreme Court. For High Court, Jim, for the High Court, what is the age for retirement?
62 years.
62 years of age. Yeah. Amrita is for the name Aditya. Aditya, yes. Yeah, tell me, what is the minimum age for Supreme Court judges to enter the office?
Sir, can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, minimum age to be appointed as a judge of a Supreme Court.
35.
35 or 30?
35.
35. How do you know?
I think.
You tell me, sir. You only taught me now. Why you're not saying that credit to me? Give that credit to me. I only taught you that.
Yes, it is right. Sorry, sir.
Anybody correct it? Correct it. Who can correct it?
Sir, it is
no minimum age.
No minimum age.
There is no minimum age. There is no minimum age for the judges. 35 years. I just gave a comparison of president and the governor. 35 years of age is a minimum. Okay. In the case of judges of Supreme Court as well as in High Court, there is no minimum age is given. There is no minimum age. Clear, guys? Okay. Now you know the appointment of judges. Okay. Collegium system. Okay. And the collegium system is binding on the president. Collegium means what?
Group of judges.
Group of judges. So they will recommend to whom to be appointed as a judge of a Supreme Court, and president will obey them. Okay. So that is how it happens. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So CAG, I think these questions we have already taken. Okay. Now let us go to the Next concept. Okay, write down. Okay, Mediterranean climate. Mediterranean climate. Heading is geography, climate. Okay, one of the climate is Mediterranean climate. Mediterranean climate. Very, very important climate. Definitely question comes. Mediterranean climate.
What is this climate supposed to be?
Mediterranean climate. Okay, so that is a heading. Okay, now draw this world map. Don't tell me that I don't know, sir. Okay. This is South America. This is North America. This is Africa. Yes. Okay, whatever I'm marking with the blue color, that is a Mediterranean climate examples. Area. So Mediterranean climate is found around the Mediterranean Sea. Where is Mediterranean Sea? Okay, this is Mediterranean Sea. Okay, that means the sea between Africa and the Europe. Copy down the sea between Africa and Europe. The sea between Africa and Europe is the Mediterranean Sea. Around that Mediterranean Sea, that means see, Mediterranean Sea is currently surrounded by 3 continents. Asia is there, Africa is there, Europe is there. Yeah, if anybody's got atlas, please take that atlas also, it will be useful. Okay, the blue color shade is the Mediterranean. Okay, it is also found in the Australia. Okay, this climate is known by the name Western Margin climate. Western Margin climate, because it's found in the western side of the continent. It is found in the western side of the continent. Umesh, are you able to understand?
Yes.
Umesh bhai, are you able to understand?
Sir?
Are you able to understand? Manaslavundundo?
Hello? Sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Why are you serious? Don't be this much serious. Smile. Okay. Don't be this much serious. At this young age, why you guys are so serious? Okay. Enjoy and learn. Okay. Tell me, who is that?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Who is that? Whoever saying that, just tell me your name, because every image looks same. Okay, so it is a western margin climate. It is found in the western side of the continent. Okay, that is the first point I am giving. Okay, this climate is formed because of shifting of wind belt. Right now, this climate is formed because of shifting of wind belt. The shifting of wind belt. Shifting of wind belt. Okay, shifting of wind belt. Okay, that means in the summer season, trade wind will be offshore. What do you mean by offshore? Oh, okay, it will be offshore. What do you mean by the word? And in the winter season, westerly, every word is important. I'll explain each of these words. Don't worry at all. Okay. Westerlies are onshore. Okay. Offshore means wind will move from land to sea. The wind will move from land to sea. Which wind is moving? Trade wind is moving. Okay. Onshore means the wind will move from sea to land. Copy down that. The trade wind in the summer season will be offshore. Okay. Now, among this, which will provide rainfall? Tell me, Aswin J. Onshore wind will provide rainfall, or the offshore trade will be providing rainfall?
Onshore.
Yes, sir, you asked me a question like.
Sir, what is the question?
What is the question? Huh? Just now I told you two winds, sir. Did you understand that? Two winds I told you. One is onshore wind, the other one is offshore wind. So Aswin J, please tell me which wind will provide rainfall or possibility of providing rainfall?
Offshore.
Anybody?
Sir, is it offshore?
Onshore.
Onshore.
Onshore,
Offshore is on
sir.
summer, sir. So it is onshore, sir.
Sir, the wind which is having moisture, that will provide rainfall, na, sir?
Onshore, sir.
Aswin J, the wind has to have a content. Yeah, the water vapor should be there.
Okay,
Then
sir.
they can provide rainfall. So which wind will have rainfall, water content, which is coming from the ocean or which is coming from the land?
Ocean.
Coming from the ocean, symbol. Okay. So in this case, in the winter, the westerlies which are onshore, they will provide rainfall. So one of the unique feature of this climate is winter rainfall. Right now, this climate has got winter rainfall. Rainfall will be there because westerlies provide rainfall because they are onshore in the winter season. I repeat, one of the unique feature of this is the rainfall will happen in the winter season. The rainfall will happen in the winter season. The rainfall will happen in the winter season because of the westerlies. Westerlies means the wind which moves from west to east. Westerlies means the wind which moves from west to east. Okay. And we have got three planetary wind. Okay, one is a trade wind. Okay, second one is westerlies, and third one is polar easterlies.
Sir, what is the last one?
Last one is polar easterlies. Polar easterlies. Okay, if you look this as a Earth. Okay, so this as a equator. Okay, now these winds will move from here to here like this. Okay, these are trade winds. Okay, the red color are trade winds. Red color are trade winds, which is moving towards the equator. Okay, right on. This is Okay, and you can see black color winds. Okay, these are westerlies. These are westerlies because they move from west to east. Okay, is the color variation able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and these are the polar easterlies. They move from east towards the poles.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
polar easterlies is wrong.
The direction is wrong, sir. Should go to subpolar law. Wind direction is
Sir,
low.
ulta, sir.
Means opposite.
One by one. Only one person. What is that?
Sir, that wind direction is wrong, sir.
Who
Polar
is saying that?
easterlies.
Who is saying
Anirudh,
that?
sir.
Anirudh, what is that?
Sir, that polar easterlies wind direction is wrong, sir. It should come to subpolar law. It's pointing outwards, sir. It should come inwards.
Sir, polar high to subpolar low.
Okay. Thank you. Understood. These are the great people who teach their teachers. Look at this. It should come from here to here. It should come from here to here like this. Right? Am I right now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. Fantastic. Okay, so that shows alertness. Okay, so there are 3 planetary winds again. That is what in this Mediterranean climate. What did I say? I said this westerlies will provide rainfall. Okay, and this doesn't have effect there. Trade winds will not provide because in the summer season they are very active, but they flow from land to sea, so no use of it. Okay, now Mediterranean climate. Have you heard about this word champagne?
Yes, sir.
The car race and all race. Okay, so these people, that is actually wine. Okay, this is very famous in the Mediterranean climate. Mediterranean climate is very famous for wine. Okay, vineyard. Vineyard, you can say that culture is known by the name viticulture. Manga. Okay, viticulture, VITI, like agriculture, viticulture, that is for vineyard making. So they'll ask you which climate has got this culture. The answer is Mediterranean climate. Okay, the answer is Mediterranean climate. Okay, so they are very famous for oranges. Oak, then olive. Okay, olive, all these are very famous in Mediterranean climate. Okay, basically citrus fruit, you can say citrus fruit. Okay, citrus fruit, they're very famous. Okay, and what else you need to know about this climate? Winter rainfall, I told you, that is very unique. This question is getting repeated. Winter rainfall, because most of other climate has a summer rainfall only. So whereas this climate has got a winter rainfall. Winter rainfall. Okay, that is very unique to it. Okay, so what are the representative places? Means have you heard about word Adelaide? Where is Adelaide? Australia, that is one place. Okay. Vancouver. Okay, that is in North America. Okay. Then you got Cape Town, Johannesburg. All these people have this kind of climate. Okay. Adelaide, Vancouver, Cape Town, Johannesburg. Okay. All these are examples of this climate. Viticulture. This one is there. That is there. Okay. And this climate has got moderate climate. Basically moderate climate, because basically they are in the coastal regions, right? Okay. So write down moderate climate. Moderate climate, that means mild winter. Okay, mild winter. Sometimes they use the word moist winter because rainfall happens in the winter, right? So moist winter, dry summer, Okay. Moderate climate means winter is not very cold and summer is not very hot. Winter is not very cold and summer is not very hot. Moderate climate. Okay. The reason for moderate climate is right now because this climate is found in the coastal region. It is found in the coast. So in the coast, sea breeze and land breeze are there, no? Because of that, the temperature will not be very high. Sea breeze and land breeze.
Sir?
See, this is a lot of 5 videos I think I have added in geography. Tomorrow before you come to the class, at least see one monsoon and come. Monsoon, there's one video called monsoon for 20-25 minutes. Please have it and come. Tell me, somebody is saying something.
Sir, it's Christopher. Tell me about, please tell again about the moderate climate.
Yeah, moderate climate versus extreme climate. Okay. Extreme climate is, for example, if you go to Rajasthan, you go to Delhi, okay, New Delhi, you have this problem of extremity in the climate. Okay, that means winter is very cold. Okay, you go up to a single degree temperature. Okay, 5 degrees, 6 degree temperature in the winter season, and summer season it goes to 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that much range is there. But if you you're in Kerala, Kochi, or any other places, the winter is not that much harsh. And summer is also not that much harsh. So we call this kind of climate as a moderate climate. Okay. So this Mediterranean climate is found around the ocean, near to the ocean. They got moderate climate. Winter is not very cold and summer is not very hot also. Okay. Another example, if you want, coastal region. Basically, all the coast will have this one. Write down example: equatorial climate in equator. In equator, write down this equator also moderate climate only. Okay, summer is not. In fact, winter is not there in equator. Write down in equator, winter is not there. Winterless climate. Winterless climate.
Daily rain throughout the year, sir.
Yes, sir. In equator, there is a rainfall throughout the year, daily basis. On daily basis, rainfall will be there. Yeah. So far, what are things we have seen? Come on.
So we talked about the naval exercises, like the
What is the
Malabar.
name of the naval exercise?
So it's the sedition of Malabar exercise, sir, which is held between India and USA. Now recently,
Originally between India and USA.
Now Japan has also joined in, and Australia is also trying to join, trying to form a quad. It was started in 1992, sir.
Yeah, very good. Then, anybody else? What are other things we have discussed? Yeah, tell me, Ashwadev, what is the next thing we discussed? What happened here? This Zoom is there. It's a very tricky Zoom. See, how many of you know? Initially, I thought, I don't know, many of you thought that it is a Chinese company, no? But now some news is coming. It's an American company. Is it true? I was aware of it.
Yes, sir. Zoom is a US thing, sir.
Yeah, it is a US company. They are saying. So I am very proud of it. I am not using Chinese. Oh. It is a US company, but initially then the news came that government is trying to ban. Particularly the government organization cannot use Zoom. I don't know if your parents are there in government. They cannot do. Particularly central government saying that no, that is not allowed. Okay, they are saying it is violating some security things. Okay, but that is not banned. Zoom is not banned. Okay. Yeah, I was asking some question. Nobody is answering. Siddharth, tell me, which type of this is required? Majority is required removal of the judges.
So that. Seriously, one more question.
Question is, what type of majority is required in the removal of judges?
So in case of Lok Sabha, we require 100 members.
The majority is special majority, only that. Okay, don't
Special majority.
Special majority. Okay.
And
for what? Who can tell me for what reason you can remove the judges?
Misbehavior.
For misbehavior.
Crude misbehavior.
Crude behavior.
Proved misbehavior. Proved behavior. Proved misbehavior.
Okay.
You are able to see question number 102.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you try? What is the answer?
Sure, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Sure. Okay, great.
Sir, question number?
102.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, can you please zoom it?
Okay, I'll zoom it. Then you have to at least tell me which one, A1, B1, like that you tell me, because I can show the option in that case.
Okay.
You have to find out what are the matching codes, type of climate and which state it is found. Yeah, got the answer. Anybody got the answer? Please tell me.
So C.
Short dry season.
B3.
What is that?
B3.
B3, yeah. See, monsoon with the short dry season. Okay, short dry season means there is a more rainfall is there. That is the one climate. What climate is?
A2, sir.
Okay.
A2, Tamil Nadu.
Okay, monsoon with the dry winter. Okay, that means in winter there is no rainfall. Okay, but sea is there. The sea means It's a temperate climate. G means write down. Okay, I don't want to confuse you guys. First, let me understand this. Okay, let us discuss with monsoon itself. Monsoon with dry summer. Okay, that means which part of India monsoon climate is there, but summer there is no rainfall. Okay, monsoon produces rainfall in summer season in one part and winter season in another part. Who can tell me where you get winter and very good summer rainfall? Who can tell me that?
Tamil Nadu, sir.
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu will get
Both rains, sir.
Tamil Nadu will get winter rainfall. Tamil Nadu will not get summer rainfall. Right on, Tamil Nadu will not get summer rainfall. So monsoon with the dry summer, it goes to Tamil Nadu. Monsoon with dry summer goes to Tamil Nadu. Okay, monsoon with the dry winter. Dry winter, that we'll hold on. Okay, monsoon with the dry short dry season. Kerala, we have this climate. Right on, monsoon with short dry season. Kerala. Okay, see, for example, we get other than monsoon, we get lot of convectional rainfall. Write on this word, convectional rainfall. We get lot of convectional rainfall. Convectional rainfall. That means normal rainfall is possible in Kerala. So we are in the coastal region. So we get more rainfall than the rest of the states also. Okay, so write down monsoon with short dry season. The answer is Kerala and Karnataka. Monsoon with the dry summer. The answer is Tamil Nadu. Okay. DFC. DFC means highly cold. Very cold region. So where is it? What is the answer for B? Very cold. D means cold.
Is it
Where we can have gold?
Arunachal Pradesh?
Arunachal Pradesh. Yes. So it is
Arunachal Pradesh.
Arunachal Pradesh. Cold, humid winter. Answer is Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, then comes CWG. Okay, monsoon with the dry winter. The answer is Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Okay, there is no rainfall in the winter season in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. But whereas Himachal Pradesh and Punjab will get rainfall in the winter season. Write down that. The Himachal Pradesh and Punjab will get a rainfall during the winter season. What is that rainfall is known as? Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, some parts of Jammu Kashmir will not get rainfall in the winter season, in the winter time. Write down that rainfall is known by the name Western disturbances. The rainfall is known by the name Western disturbances. Western disturbances.
So is Punjab included in that Western disturbances?
Yes, Punjab is included. Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, all these are included.
So Western disturbance, can you just say it once again? What is it supposed to be?
Western disturbances provides winter rainfall in the winter season in the states of Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana. Okay. They produce rainfall in the winter season. Otherwise, this place will not get rainfall because our monsoon is mainly in the summer season, right? So summer season, almost all the part of India will get the rainfall. Winter season, only 2 places in India will get rainfall. One is the Punjab, Haryana. That is, the concept is known as Western disturbances. I'll explain this later, but just now understand Western disturbances produces winter rainfall in Himachal Pradesh, Punjab and Haryana. There is another winter rainfall happening in India. Where is the winter rainfall happens in India other than this?
Kerala.
Who said that? Please write your hand. Very good. Who said?
So Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Okay. Kerala gets winter rainfall. Okay. Winter rainfall Kerala is not much effective. We get rainfall mostly in the convectional manner. Okay. The moment when I use the word winter rainfall, you should go to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu gets winter rainfall. That is the process of retreating monsoon. Shehansha, 5 minutes, I'll leave you. Okay, you are giving some symptoms. Okay. 5 minutes. Okay. I'll leave you. After a long time, you're sitting for class for 2 hours, isn't it? I'm right, Shehansha. Your online classes, anything is going on? You completed +2. Shahanshah is only one Shahanshah is there in the world. He's not responding. You're not able to hear me. No, yaar. I'm not able to listen to you. I'm not able to. You're not audible. So 2 winter rainfall happens in India. One is western disturbances that happens in northern India, Punjab, Haryana. The other one is winter rainfall happening in the Tamil Nadu. See, we'll have my class till Thursday. Friday, max of physics will be taken. Okay, and then next week we'll have more of max and physics. Then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so till Thursday my class. Friday onwards it will be Shabnam will be taking class. Okay, and Saturday biology class will also be there. Okay, so we'll have class on Saturday as well, biology class. Okay, that is a program. See, if I don't send a timetable also, just give me a call and make sure that what is happening. Don't simply sit. Yeah, so 2 types of winter rainfall. One is Tamil Nadu coast. That Tamil Nadu coast is known as the northeast monsoon. Northeast monsoon, or it is known as retreating monsoon. Okay, the another the winter rainfall happens is western disturbances. Okay, that happens in northern India, Punjab, Haryana, okay, Punjab, Haryana, this is happening. Clear? Okay, then DFC, that is the cold, humid winter, short summer. So copy down, if possible, copy down this. Okay. Then monsoon with the dry winter, that is Bihar and all. And the G stands for Gangetic Plain. Okay, so remain me in tomorrow's class. I have to explain you western disturbances. Okay, I have to explain you western disturbances. Then I have to explain you this classification, Köppen's classification. Köppen classification on climate. Okay, guys. Yeah, so we will be winding up. Yeah, quick revision of what we discussed today, one by one. Yeah, chalo shuru ho jao. Yeah, I'll just give the name Ashwin Nair.
Yes, sir.
Tell me some concept what you learned today.
So today we learned about 21st edition of Malabar exercise or naval exercise.
Okay.
After that, we studied about foreign direct investment for defense.
How much percentage is that?
Currently it is 74%, sir.
Tell me, Atul, tell me. More 5 minutes, I'm going to wait. 5 minutes, I'll call you back.
Yes, sir. Then we studied about defense technology and trade initiative, and then MLSA.
Yeah, tell me, Amrita Surya, what's his name? Aditya. What is MLSAR? You can change. See, all of you can edit your name. If you're logging in by the parents, okay, then you can change the name also. Yeah, Shahanshah is ready. Can you tell me? With whom we signed this MLSA?
Australia, between India and Australia.
Between India and Australia. What does this MLSA stands for?
Mutual Logistic Support Agreement.
Support Agreement. Okay, so we can share our this one. Yeah. Yeah, tell me. Then Ashwin J, what we learned?
Yes, sir, about the appointment of judges.
Appointment of judges. Who is appointing the judges of Supreme Court?
The collegious group of judges.
Appointing. Who is appointing judges of Supreme Court?
By the president.
President. Very good. On the recommendation of collegium.
Collegious group of judges.
Very good. Yeah. Who is appointing the judges of High Court?
The MLAs and the
See, Supreme Court judges are appointed by the president. So High Court judges will be appointed by the
president.
Both are president, huh? What is the role of governor then?
Yes, sir. Government.
No. So High Court judges will be appointed by the
Government.
governor. My child, huh? Ashwin, you should be a brave person, yeah. Huh? Okay. Yes, Vinayak, what is the problem in that?
Yes, sir.
Judges also, Ashwin, you are correct only, but when I'm asking you, then why you are going wrong? The High Court judges as well as the Supreme Court judges both are appointed by the president only. But one point write down, while appointing High Court judges, governor will be consulted by the president.
Yes, sir.
Governor will be consulted by the president. Only that one is there then. Okay. Yeah, Aditya Sri Kumar, show your handsome face. We'll see. Yeah, Arjun Siki, your brother, who is that sister?
Sister, sir. Sister, sir.
Okay. Tell her it is ND, only boys.
No.
Yeah, tell me, Aditya Sri Kumar. For what reason you can remove the judges of Supreme Court? What is the reason?
Hear you, sir. I cannot hear you.
You cannot hear me.
Hear you. My range is going. Yes.
Aditya, you cannot hear me, na?
Lag is there.
Because you cannot hear me. I understand that. Okay. Anybody?
Hello?
I am not called. I'm randomly calling name Ashwin Vivek, Srima Murdam, Dion. Yeah, Dion or Dion? Dion. Okay, very good. Yeah, tell me, Dion. This one, what is the case of how long the judges of Supreme Court will be in office and how long High Court judges will be in office?
Sorry, sir.
Now, how long Supreme Court judges will be in office and how long High Court judges will be in office?
65 years and 62 years.
62 years. Okay. Yeah, Jim, can you completely tell me what is Mediterranean climate? All the aspects of the Mediterranean climate?
So Mediterranean climate is a western margin climate, means it is found in the western part of the continent.
It is found in the western part of the continent. Okay.
Then it is formed due to the shifting of wind belt.
It is formed because of the shifting of wind belt. Okay.
For this, in summer season, the trade winds will be offshore, and in
because they are offshore, there will not be rainfall. So summer, the Mediterranean climate will not have rainfall. They will have only in the
winter season.
Yes.
In the winter season, westerlies are onshore. Mediterranean climate has winter rainfall because of these westerlies.
Okay.
This climate is this climate is good for growing vineyards, oranges, olives, oaks, etc.
Olive, oranges, citrus fruits. Okay, they are very famous for citrus fruits. They will be, and vineyard. Okay, that is known as viticulture. Viticulture is very famous in this. And what about climate? Climate will be very extreme climate or moderate climate?
Moderate climate, sir.
Moderate climate. Okay. The winter is not very cold and summer is not very
hot.
Okay. Then we went on to explain what is the last concept I explained you. I explained you that in India we got two types of winter rainfall. Yeah, Anirudh, can you tell me what are the two types of winter rainfall?
Sir, I didn't have the connection that time, sir. The call came and the connection gone.
Call came, cut the call. Okay.
I cut, sir. But when the call is coming, the connection will call.
Yeah, because mobile data. Okay, it's like that. Yeah, anybody can help me. What are the two types of winter rainfall? Akshay Satishan, I think I didn't call you today. Tell me, Akshay Satishan.
Disturbances and northeast monsoon.
With a little more louder, you can bring your mic to your mouth, near to your mouth also.
Okay, sir. Western disturbances and northeast monsoon.
Yes. Okay. Western disturbance, northeast monsoon. Western disturbance give rainfall to which part of the India? And northeastern rainfall is what? Tamil Nadu Coromandel. Shehan Shah, I'll tell you class over. That time you can cut the call. What you're doing? Yes, sir. Any doubts here? We'll be winding up the class. See you tomorrow. Any doubts? Last minute doubts? Okay. So tomorrow you will see the monsoon this one video and then come for the class. Okay. Clear. And if you don't find it, let me know. I'll tell you where is it. Okay. So today you will see that monsoon climate and revise all these portions and come. So till Thursday, I'll take class. So I'll take history, geography, and polity. Friday onwards, max, and Saturday is a biology class. All these are 3 to 5 is the timing. Clear?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, you tell us to watch the 5 videos, and one of them I have a doubt that P waves and S waves. I didn't understand that.
Yeah. Can you remind me tomorrow in the morning class? And tomorrow
okay,
class,
sir.
Explain that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Tomorrow also remind me about 2 concepts. Something I told you now to explain me that I'll explain tomorrow. That also remind me.
About western disturbances and
western
some
disturbances
and Koppel's
classifications. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Okay, guys. And monsoon also we'll do tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Good day, sir.
Good day. Bye.